Hello everyone and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and to So Sick Airways. I'm your pilot, Captain Rob. Hi, how's it all going? Hope you're all well. It's a beautiful day and we're back on the TBM850. Oh, love this aircraft. Let's have a good old look at it just before we... Oh, look at that. Got the doors open. That's me sat there all being all like cool, being like, let's get this baby rolling around. So yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so our last flight was down from Oxford to Montpellier in the south of France. You guys joined us in that last video that was called the TBM850 Joyride. This time, taking things a bit more seriously. We're going to be using OnAir Company, a company I've had set up for about a couple of weeks, and we're going to use that as a way to kind of give us a bit of, a bit of immersion into the sim, as it were. In time, I'll probably start doing a bit more role-play heavy flights, but for now, let's keep things simple, as if we're just sat down playing this beautiful game. That's right, I said playing this beautiful game because it's a game. Not a simulation. Yeah, it is. Pissed a lot of people off if I said that. But yeah, beautiful game. We're going to be using OnAir. Let's have a look. So here we are, OnAir Company. Woo! At the moment, my business called Roldakian Ventures has a current cash of 709,000.1. Ooh, lovely. Company value 440,000. Nice. And our income for the last couple of weeks has been, we've been busy. We've got a total of 6 aircraft. Currently, none of them are in flight. Let's have a look at those aircraft and see what we've got. And you've probably guessed right. Yep, we've all got TBMs. So TBM930s, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And then you got my TBM850 here at Lima Foxtrot Mike Tango, which is Montpellier Airport in the south of France. Sweet. So, we're going to get in this and we're going to do our mission. So let's find out. Oh, don't need to do that. Let's get cracking. So, let's prepare our flight. So we're taking some passengers from Lima Foxtrot Mike Tango to Lima Delta Oscar Sierra. Okay, let's have a better look at that. So we'll go to our pending jobs and see on the map to see where this actually is going to take us. I imagine it's going to be across... Ooh, is that it there? No, surely not. It's, level 6. This one here. So that is, we're going across over the top of Italy, over Slovenia, into this place here, which looks like... it's north of Bosnia. Is that Serbia? I think it might be Serbia. Croatia. Sweet. Nice. So we're going to Croatia. Right next to the border, is that just a lake? Is that a border with another country? Doesn't say. Well, yeah. Okay, cool. So we're going to Lima Delta Oscar Sierra. Let's have a look at the airports. We've got one strip. It's Osijek Airport. Apologies if I've pronounced that wrong. Okay, cool. Let's check that out. So, in terms of how we plan this flight, first up we need to accept it. So we'll just go to over here, click that. Bonk. Yep, we've got the payload going. Sweet. It's just preparing our aircraft for us. So we could do a sim brief dispatch. At the moment I've got sim brief opened up, so we'll do sim brief. In fact, let's click this. So we'll show you what you do. So sim brief dispatch. Click this. You get a screen that opens up just down here. So I'll just find that screen for you. It is here. There we are. So it wants to know our flight number. So we're leaving at, what time are we leaving at? We're going to be leaving at, it's now 10:20. Let's say we're leaving at 11:05. Cool. Departing Lima Foxtrot Mike Tango to Lima Delta Oscar Sierra. Departure time says 10:18. Let's make it a bit later. Let's say we're going for 12:05. Apply that. Okay, we're in the TBM850, which is here. Oh, someone's rushing across the airfield there. What's going on? Okay, so we're looking at a route going down past Monaco over to that big island which I forget the name of. I think that is... no, I'll be guessing. I won't bother saying because I'll just end up getting it wrong. Okay, and then we're going to cross all the way to there, to LDOS Airport. Right, so that looks good. Let's just generate that flight. Okay, awesome. So that's all there. We're arriving at 2:18. So departing at 11:05. Arriving at 2:18. Air time looking at about 2 hours 45 minutes. Wow. Okay, that's a long flight by the looks of things. Okay, altitude 27,000 feet we'll be flying at. It's a distance of 742 nautical miles. Wow. Okay, cool. Right, sounds good to me. Let's have a look at our meter. So I use the Met Office for this. I've got a little... it's really great actually. You can sign up on the Met Office if you're in the UK. In fact, I think you can do it anywhere really, to be fair. The Met Office is the UK's version of whatever the... Yeah, basically it's like the National Weather Service for the United Kingdom. And there's a thing here on here where you can join up as a general aviation pilot. So if you do general aviation, you can sign up for free to get all of your METARs and your TAFs, which is excellent really, isn't it? So let's go... LDOS. Let's see if that comes up with anything. It might not, because it's not in our country. Search for location. Come on. Is it only UK airports? Oh, looks like it is only UK airports. EG. Yeah, look. EG. There we go. Let's try typing in something else. LA. And they're all... What is LF? LF. Okay, so they've got France on there. They don't seem to have LDOS. Oh, that is a real shame. Okay, well let's find an airport that's closer to it, shall we? So let's go back to our sim brief. Okay, so it is Serbia. What other airports have we got? What's our alternative airport? Alternative is LDZA. Okay, let's try our alternative, LDZA. LDZA. What's come up with LD? In fact, I don't think it has LD on there at all. So, great. Okay, well, there you go. That didn't work. You live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. Let's go back to the OnAir Company. Let's import our sim brief data. There it all is there. Fantastic. Maybe get a bit more fuel on the go there because we've got quite a way to go. Just want to be on the safe side really. Better to edge on the side of caution really where fuel's concerned, at least that's what I think. Let's import all that. Let's fly now. Okay, looking good. And let's start tracking. So if you've not used OnAir Company before, it's great. You have to pay for it. I think it's a yearly subscription. You can pay for the whole load of it, which I think is about 75 quid, something like that, which seems quite steep, but there is a lot going on in here, which in my opinion I think is worth it. I've paid for the year one, which is £25 or 25 euros, sorry, and then at the end of that year you then have the option to pay 50 euros to have it forever. And if you think about it, that's quite great because you get to play it for a year for 25 euros, get to see if it's for you, and if it is for you, fantastic, you can carry on using it. All you got to do is pay the extra 50 euros, which hopefully after a year you would have seen the value in this program and decided to use it. So yeah, all good. Right, so that's our flight plan done. Let's just go into back into the simulator and let's have a little walk around, shall we? So just gonna have a look around from the outside, make sure it's all looking good. The doors are open for our passengers. We've got ground crew here, which is great. We're probably not going to use ATS today just because they interrupt you while you're talking, which is never good. And yeah, let's get into the cockpit and get started. Okay, we're going to go through the checklist as we did last time, because the checklist on the TBM850 is superb. Black Square have done a really, really awesome job of it. So, pre-flight, let's go. Crash bar is up. Source selector is off. Generator set to main. Starter is off. Ignition to auto. Exterior lights all off. Yes, they are. Let's make sure my switches are all that way inclined on my actual cockpit I have in my office. Yep, all done. Gyro instruments are all set to off. Yep, ooh, there's a blank square there. Emergency lights test. Let's give that a little. Yep, there they are. They probably have like a little battery somewhere that's connected to those lights. Okay, so all of my circuit breakers are all in. Yep. The icing switches are all off. Landing gear is down. AP trim is set to off. Radio master is off. Bleed air is switched to off. The air conditioning is switched off. The dump guard is guarded. And the ram air handle is pushed in. Yep. What's that? No, don't know what that is. Cool. Auto fuel selector is set to manual. Yes, it is. Auxiliary pump is turned to off. Let's just check that because that looks. Yep, that's off. Tank left and right. Yep. ELT is armed. Yep. Parking brake is set. Yep. Manual override lever is off. Power lever is set to flight idle. There we go. Yep. Propeller is set to max RPM. Yep. Condition lever is set to cut off. That's not cut off, that's high idle. That's cut off. There we are. Flaps are all the way up. Yep. Battery bus power check. Cool, cool. Source selector, battery or GPU. Okay, so let's go to battery. Voltmeter is above 25 volts. Looks it. Yep. Exterior lights panel light test. Yep, they all work. Fuel gauges, check the quantity of fuel. Yeah, we've got a full tank. Nice. Advisory 1 and 2 panel. Test. Test 1. They all come on. Test 2. They all come on. Nice. Oxygen light is extinguished. Yeah, looks like it. Interior lights as required. Okay, well, I like to have my lights on, so we'll just flick those up to there. Environmental panel light test. Yep, ECS fault light came on, which is great. Flaps all the way down. There we go. Landing gear light test. Test 1, yep. Test 2, yep. Pitot heat, let's get those on. There we are. That's heat 1. Lights extinguished. Has it? Yep. Pitot heat 2 is obviously on, I just put it on. And lights extinguished there as well. Cool. And then pitot heat 2 off. De-icing light test. Yep. Source selector 2 off. There we go. Great, so let's just check over that quickly. So the pre-flight checklist has been completed. Okie dokie, awesome. And now we're going to go to the before starting the engine checklist. So nose baggage door. Oh, that's not been closed. Let's get that closed. Let's get that step up. Let's get the door closed, shall we? Cool. And if we zoom in, you should be able to see that they're green. If you were to have red here, that would mean that the door had latched incorrectly, and you would have to make sure that the door was basically showing these green dots with the 2 white lines, and they are all present. So that's completed. Have the wheel chocks been removed? Let's have a look. Yep, they're there in the back. Cool. If they were on, they would look like this. 1 second. Oh, what's it? Ah, what am I doing? 1 second. Go outside. And then if we see them just down there, so we click here again, they return and they are gone. Great. So yeah, happy with that. Engine compartment is is open. Okay, let's get that closed. I'm guessing that was him. Yeah, it's this guy here, isn't it? There we go. Yep, so engine compartment is closed. Cabin access door latched. Yes, it is. Pilot door latched. Okay, so let's get this door closed. How do you turn handles to open? What do you do? Is there a button somewhere? Oh, step ladder's got to come up. My bad. There we go. So in he comes. Great. And we've got green all around, have we? Yep. Yep. Yep, perfect. Parking brake is still set. We haven't changed that. Seatbelts fastened. Yes, my seatbelt's fastened. Is my co-pilot seat fastened? Let's have a look. Oh, he's not there. Okay, so I'm guessing that's okay. Oxygen pressure check. We're just above 2000. Yep, we're looking good. Oxygen supply. Sorry, let's turn that on. Passenger oxygen is set to off. Yep. Microphone selector is covered and normal. The starter is turned to off. The ignition is off or on auto. It's on auto. Landing gear is still down. Yep. Radio master on if clearance required. We're not going to go for clearance today, so we'll just leave that off for the moment. Battery source. We're going to go to battery again. Horn test. Yep, that's working. The door light is extinguished. All our doors are closed. Fuel gauges, check the quantity. Yes, looking good. Okay, auto fuel select. So this is basically selecting between the 2 tanks. Both tanks are in the wings, and we're going to select auto, which keeps them balanced. You can do it manually, but that's obviously one extra thing to check and is a bit of a faff. Auto fuel selector shift. Let's just do that. There we go. Turn off these cautions. Engine instruments check. Yes, they're all there. Their needles are there. They're all down at the moment. ITT test to hold. Does it go around the house? It does. Goes to 12. Stays there until you unpress it and it comes all the way back. Nice. The ITT is illuminated. ITT needle functioning. Exterior lights as required. Okay, so we've been firing at the engine, so we turn our nav lights on. We don't need our strobe because it's not the night time. And what have we missed? The top one, free flight inspection. Yeah, we've done that. And we've ticked everything on this list by the looks of things. Yes, cool. Now I can go to starting the engine with the battery. So let's scroll to the top of this pre-flight list. You can't see it because it's on the other on my other screen. Why are they not doing it? There we go. So manual override lever is off. Yes, it is. Power is set to flight idle. Yes, it is. Propeller set to max RPM. Yes, it is. Conditions set to cutoff. Yes, it is. Source selector set to battery. Yes, it is. Auxiliary boost pump is on. No. But it is now. Auxiliary boost pump light illuminated. Yes, it is. Fuel press extinguished. Yes, it has. Fuel pressure needs to be in green. It's in green. Ignition set to auto. It is. Starter needs to come on for 3 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Starter light needs to be flashing. Yes, it is. It's flashing away. Let's just watch this engine turn on, shall we? Oh yeah, look at that. So cool. Alright. Good stuff. Gas generator 13% or max. Yep. Condition lever to low idle.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Sounds good to me. Righto. Okay, ITT. Below 870 in 20s and 1090 max. So at the moment we're at 614, 612, 610, going down and down and down and down and down, but we are where we need to be, so that's good. Starter needs to go off when NG is at 50%. NG, where you at, NG? Yep. Yeah. Cool. Starter needs to go off. Yeah, our volts have gone there. We're in there. Cool. That will now tell us oil pressure light has disappeared. Condition lever now needs to go to high idle. There we go. High idle. Instruments check. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. We're in the green, which is nice. Cool. Auxiliary boost pump set to auto. Auto it is. Auxiliary boost pump light extinguished. Yes, it has. Fuel pressure pump extinguished. Yes, it has. Main gen light extinguished. Yes, it has. Voltmeter needs to be at 28%. It most certainly is. Ammeter needs to be charging, so it's above 0. Yes, it's above 0. And that is our starting the engine with a battery finished. So we're now going to be going to, after starting the battery, gyro instruments, all on. On, 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 on. Gyro suction needs to be going into the green. Look at that. I love that. That's so cool. Look at it. So mid. Let's just change that to Celsius. So it's 13 degrees Celsius outside of Montpellier in the south of France today. Nice. So, you know, like a crisp, warm winter's morning. It's currently the 4th of March. Okay, so yep, all green there. Gyro set to slave. Yep, slave. Prop de-ice on. Check if green. It is green. Prop de-ice off. Windshield on. Off. Windshield on. Off. Airframe on. It's not going green though. A few other YouTubers have had this same issue. I don't know what that is. Very strange. Initial separator to on. Our meter needs to be below 50%. Yes, it is. Generator selector to standby. Voltmeter 28 volts. Yes. Ammeter 0 or charging. Yes. Generator selector set to main. Yes. Flaps need to come all the way up. There we go. Bleed air set to auto. There we go. Fan flow as required. Okay, so we're going to have auto fans, I think, for this flight. Our air conditioning is going to be on as well. I'm going to set the cabin temperature to just above 20 degrees, maybe about there. Cabin temperature set. Airflow distributed as required. Cabin altitude. Okay, so cabin altitude. Here we go. So we need to dial this in. So we're going to be flying at 27,000 feet. So we need to get this all the way up to 27,000. So 22,000, 24,000, 26,000, 27,000. There we go. And we're going to be climbing at a rate of, let's say, 700 feet per minute. Let's get our weather radar turned on. Why are the avionics not turned on? Radio master on, there we go. That'll be why. Oh. He's on. Sweet. AP trim needs to come on. There we go. That needs to be the EHIS AHRS source needs to be switched to the left, which it is, which is great. Our trim wheel needs to be checked. Yep, looking good. Taxi light needs to come on. It's on. An air separator is illuminated. Sure is. Then they want us to release the parking brake. And they want to make sure that the parking brake light gets extinguished. So it does when you do that. But for the moment we're going to keep it on. Okay, tow brakes check. Looks good. Sweet. Okay, so let's get ourselves all sorted with regards to the GPS. So let's just do a bit of this. Zoom in. Okay, cool. So, map. We're at Montpellier right now. Oh, that's not zooming me out. What message is that? No arrival airport. No shit. Flight plan. Set destination. Alright. Let's not do that. Back. Menu. Import. Import from SimBrief. Okay. Getting the data in. Analyze an import file. Here we go. Analyzing the import file. Please wait. While we're waiting for that, yeah, I've got the GNX 750 Premium with PMS, I think it is PMS 50, the one that has the free version, and then you get the premium version, and you obviously use your sim brief, which is amazing. And here we are. We've got all of our waypoints plugged in. As you can see, it's quite a lot 'cause it's quite a big flight today. All the way down to LDOS in Croatia or Serbia or wherever the hell it is we're going. Let's go to our map. Let's zoom out because we want to get a bit of a thing going on. Cool. And let's see if we got any. Let's see if we can find a departure for this. So program. Oh, we've got a departure. Runway 30. Right. Okay. Cool. Load that departure. That's there. Sweet. Map. There we go. Good stuff. Right. Let's just. I know what we'll do. We'll go into our Navigraphs chart a second, which is. Let's just go hide that, and then we will just grab this and move it across. This is our Navigraphs chart here. So we're going to import the flight from SimBrief. There he is. Pop him in. There we go. So as you can see, we've got a lot of ground to cover, but it's going to be cool, man. It's going to be really cool. Now, I like to use Navigraph charts because you can zoom right in here to your airport, and it will tell you all the parking bays. It will also tell you what your runway numbers are, where you're taking off from. It's really, really good. So we're obviously departing from runway 30. So we're going to go turning around here, going down this taxiway, all the way down here, probably to the bottom. How much runway have we got from there? We've still got a fair amount of runway from there, actually, to be fair. Well, let's see. Let's go all the way down to the bottom, because you know the sea's down there. It might be a lovely little view. So let's have a little look at that, shall we? Why not? Right. Where are we? Boom. Okie dokie. Let's get this baby running, shall we? Da da da. Ah. Taxi light is on, parking brake is off. Let's do a bit of reverse thrust. There we go. Got the tail end to come up. Oh, there we don't. But let's do this from the cockpit. Come on, guys. Why can't we turn? There we go. That's better. It's always a bit nice to do it this way, I think. Oh. Oh shoot. I've just realised we're not tracking yet, are we? Are we tracking? Wait, just stop a second. Okay, I just need to check. Are we tracking in OnAir? Looks like we are. Yes, cool. Okay, sweet. Let's carry on. Let's get down this taxiway. So I think what we'll do here is we'll just speed up time for you. I unfortunately am not able to speed up time, but for the purpose of this, to get us down to that runway, I think it's probably worth your while. So we're speeding up time right now. Okay, so we're going to do our final checks just before we get onto the runway and get cracking with this little mission across the top of Italy. Hopefully we're going to see some of the Alps. I think we will actually, because certainly in that direction, that's where we'll... Yeah, because obviously the southern France and the Alps all go across that bit, don't they? And they sort of dip into Italy. So yeah, we're definitely going to see some Alps, which is going to be cool. So let's just go over this last bit of the checklist. So... Well... So yeah, flight idle. Yep, there we go. Flight idle. Fuel imbalance less than 15. Yes, it is. Auto fuel selector is auto. The auxiliary. Oh, where'd I get to? Oh, I need to go this way. I'm going the wrong way around. Damn it. That is definitely set. So that's good. Yes, that's on. Awesome. It's illuminated. Yes, it is illuminated. Terrain test. Warning lights come on. Power lever to 19. Yep. 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 Done all of that. Fuel auto selector to auto. Yes, it is. Auxiliary pump to auto. Yes, it is. In fact, I had this in the way, didn't I? Is the fuel selector to auto? Yes, it is. Okay, good. Let's pop this out of the screen and move this across to my other screen in a second so it's not in everyone's way. Flaps is required, so we need to have flaps set to takeoff. There they are. Pitot heats are going to be turned on. Yep. De-icing is required. Now it's a nice sunny day outside, so we're going to leave that off for the moment. Initial separator, we're going to turn that one off. Advisory panel, all off except the brake. Yep. Flight instrument check, all in the green. Yeah, that's fine. Flight controls free and correct. Yes, they are. Alright. Ammeter, yep, just above 50. Parking brake release, not yet. Parking brake light extinguished, we'll check that in a minute. Strobe on. Let's get the strobe on. And the landing lights on as well. And taxi lights off. Awesome. Right, let's rock and roll, shall we? Let's get us up to where we need to be. Where's my main cockpit view? 1 second. Where's my main cockpit view gone? Why can't I get above that? Oh, it's because I was doing this. Right, there we go. That's better. Right. We need to set our nav to GPS. There we go. So we set it to GPS. And we also need to set our altitude as well, don't we? And our... Okay, so we're going nav, and we're going vertical airspeed, and we are going to 27,000 feet. So we'll set this, 27,000 feet. It's a shame these dials don't go up in the thousands, or a way to set it to go up in the thousands, because you'd save a lot more time if it did. So at 21,000, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27,000 feet. There we go. And we're going at 7 100 feet per second. Nice. Alright, cool. Let's get cracking. So, park and brake off. Bit of throttle. Let's put the eye tracking, head tracking on, so we can see, look around. Nice beach over there. Let's go that way. What's going on down there? Anything cool? Alright. Let's line up on the runway. Nice. Oh, there we go. Bit slightly off there. Let's just level ourselves out a minute. I don't really want to take off at an angle if I can help it. Right, park and brake on. There we go. Okie dokie. Right. Let's do this. So, throttle up. Let's go. We're looking for a rotation of 80 knots. There we go. That's 80 knots. Let's pull back on the stick. Alright. Gear up. You can see the gears coming up nice. There's the Montpellier Airport down there. Woo! There's the beach. Okay, sweet. Let's just fly it manually for a moment. Turn off all these messages. We're banking round to the right. Follow our flight director. Just wants to go straight on for some reason. Here we go. Turn here. Okay, so let's get our AP on. We want our yaw dampener as well, of course. We just now start rocking and rolling. Let's just ease off pressure on the throttle a bit. Let's bring that down. Torque's not too high, is it? No. Propeller can stay as it is at max RPM. That's fine. Lovely view of the south of France. About the other window. Oh, look at that. Beautiful day here in France. Let's have a look around. Oh, gorgeous. Let's get our flaps up. Can we come up? Yep. Sure have. Okay, airspeed, we're looking just under 180 knots. That's a good climb sort of speed, I would say. Let's take it back a bit. Getting a few messages on our GPS. Yep, so we've arrived at the waypoint, which is fantastic. Let's zoom out slightly here. There we go. So it looks like we're rocking and rolling. Let's just go through our checklist for takeoff. Pop that out of the screen, stick it onto the other screen so it doesn't get in the way of your lovely view. HSI. What's that? Not sure. Altitude, check. Yep. Altimeter set. Yep, just reset the altimeter. Altitude selector set, yep. Weather radar is on, I think. Yep, weather radar's on. Landing lights are still on, yep. Ignition on if heavy, lights, we've got it set to off. Interior lights dim for takeoff. Oh, we're alright. Cabin lights, they're on, that's fine. Parking brake released, yep, of course. That light's extinguished, yep, we've got no lights on there at all, haven't we? Okay, okay. Autopilot's engaged, taxi lights are off, landing lights are on as required. So we're below 10,000 feet. We're going to keep our landing lights on just for the moment as we get our rate of climb going. At the moment we're climbing at a rate of 700 feet per minute, and we're currently at 4,300 feet in altitude. Let's have a look outside, shall we? And you can't really fault it, can you really? They've done a fantastic job in Microsoft Flight Simulator to really bring the world around. I mean, I understand that when you get onto the ground level, the ground textures aren't particularly great, and the building quality and the graphics aren't fantastic, but I mean, come on. They've modelled the entire globe, and really this is all they need to do to work on, really. It's just from this sort of height, you know, how the ground looks from all the way up here, and it looks absolutely stunning. You can't argue it. It's fantastic. It's going to get even better when we get over the Alps as well. That's going to be particularly special. Right, well, what I'll do from here, I'll speed some things up for you, speed it up for you so you can get it nice and fast. Get a nice view of the plane on its ascent up to 27,000 feet. And we will catch up with you guys in a bit. Okay, great. So we've reached our cruise altitude of 27,000 feet. We're currently flying over the Mediterranean. We've just come out of... let's have a look. 1 second. So yeah, so we've just come off from Marseille. We're flying east over Saint Maxime. Oh, I went on holiday there. Lovely. So that's Provence down there. That's a lovely part of the world. Saint Maxime, Saint-Tropez. Oh, the yachts you see at Saint-Tropez is just insane. So many beautiful, great big, really super expensive yachts. Really fantastic place to go if you've got a bit of wedge, I would say. Yeah, definitely. If you've got a bit of wedge, go to Saint-Tropez. Stay in Saint-Maxime, because Saint-Maxime is really, really lovely. And get yourself a hire car. Drive all the way up to Cannes. Apparently there's a really nice, really, really nice pizza place in Cannes that my brother was telling me about. And yeah, you want to fly into Nice as well. Nice has got a lovely airport right on the coast. In fact, if we zoom in, we can probably find it. Where is it? There it is. Côte d'Ours. Yeah, I remember we flew into there and I was like, wow, it was amazing. Really beautiful views. But yeah, so, yeah, cool. We're flying across now, across the Med. Then we're going to take a sharp turn to the north. Up towards Genoa? Something like that. Yeah, looks like it's going to be a great flight. Cool. So let's go back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. There we are. And yeah, looking forward to getting across that ocean. Ocean? Sea. Mediterranean Sea. Not an ocean. What the hell am I on about? Sweet. Well, we shall see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye. We're currently flying over Italy. It's a bit cloudy down there though, you can't actually see any mountains, which is a bit of a shame. That's all good, we're at 27,000 feet, things are looking great. Fuel is... we've got 3/4 of a tank left, which is fantastic. Oh yeah. And as you can see, we're just flying over those mountains there. Yeah, we're looking pretty sweet. Let's have a look outside, shall we? Sorry about the little jolt there. Yeah, things are looking great. Lovely jubbly. Well, let's speed up time for a bit and see how it goes going through these clouds, because that looks like we're heading towards those clouds. What's the weather radar say? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's just have a little zoom down to look at the weather radar. So the thing about the TBM850 is it comes with this weather radar, which is really cool. We can zoom in on it. Not too sure I like the look of that red bit coming up towards us here. That looks pretty bad. That's about 45 nautical miles away. So yeah, we need to get a initial separator on, and let's whack that on. Let's also get our de-icing systems turned on as well, ready to head into there. To that weather. As you can see, great big thick cloud ahead of us. It's going to look pretty cool though when we fly into it, so let's go to the outside of the cockpit. Oh, let's go maybe let's do from there, yeah? Oh, that's cool. So what we'll do, we'll speed up time. Master caution on. Oh yeah, of course, the separator has been turned, of course. Right, we'll speed up time and then yeah, I'll join you guys back when we're starting our descent. Hopefully. I've got a meeting now for an hour, so hopefully I'll be back in time, but we're looking pretty good. Yeah, 20, 40, yeah, let's take the throttle off a little bit. Let's turn the speed down a second so we don't get there too fast. There we go. Let's throttle that down. About here, about there we are. Yeah, so we'll turn our speed down a little bit. Takes a little bit longer to get there, and hopefully by the time I'm back from my meeting, we will be able to start our descent. Take care guys, see you in a bit. Okay, so my meeting went on a bit longer than I planned, and I've overset the mark. I'm going, God knows where I'm going. Right, okay, let's go to. Come on. Right, let's assume in here we need to go direct to, because we've literally gone. We've overstepped it loads. LDOS. Okay, so let's go direct to there. So back. Flight plan. Activate that leg. Let's do this. Hopefully it should turn us. But it's not turning us. Back. Program. Not the approach. Back. Nearest. Let's do this. Airports. Okay, we'll do nearest airports, and we are going to LDOS. LDOS, there it is. Right. Yep. We just want to go straight there. How do we do it? How do we do it? Okay, so let's just turn ourselves around first of all, shall we? And head in the right direction. So we'll just turn off. Actually, no, we'll keep the air. We'll keep that on. We'll just adjust the heading. So we'll turn around. We also need to change our altitude. So let's do that. Let's go down to 12,000 feet. In fact, actually, let's go all the way down to 10,000 feet. There we go, 10,000 feet. And we want to descend at... where are we? We want to descend... yeah, let's go 1,000 feet. Per minute. There we are. Cool. Right, back to this. Okay, so my mic seems to be picking up a lot of staticky stuff. Let's turn that down. Turn that down. There we go. Right. Okay. So flight plan. How do we clear the flight plan? Menu. Back. Where the hell is direct to? I could have sworn there was a direct to on here. Let's just turn this off. Right. Heading. Right, there's the airport there. So let's turn our heading right away around towards the airport. There we go, and then let's put on heading mode. And now we should start to turn. Yes, we are. Good stuff. Alright, sweet. And we're descending to 10,000 feet. Okay. Quite far away, but we should now be able to get Alright, okay, let's see what we're doing wrong. So delete. Okay, there you go. Right, back. A flight plan. Menu. No. Nearest airport. Airports. LDOS. No, LDOS. Where'd he go? LDOS, LDOS, LDOS. There he is. Right. Now, how do we go direct to this airport? La DOS. Oh, no, it's not La. It's Deuce. Enter. How on earth do we get it so we're direct there? This makes no sense. Flight plan. Set origin. Let's go EGTK. Set destination. The DOS. Oh. We're on EGTK, were we? Set origin. Set origin was what was it again? It was LFMT. Montpellier. Yes. Set the destination. La DOS. No, that's not it. Ah, what am I doing? It is LDOS. Enter that. There we go. Right. Menu. Back. Back. Map. GPS. Here we go. Let's just zoom in. I think, to be fair, we could probably just try and land without the GPS. In fact, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to try and do here. We're going to land without a GPS. So at the moment, we need to get on a runway heading, which is 29. So let's turn our head into 29. There we go. So we're heading towards 29. Let's turn off our initial separator. Just turn that off. Turn that off. Turn off all our de-icing for this. Hopefully that should be enough. I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, cool. So we are coming down to 20,000 feet. We're doing it at 1,000 feet per second. We could be a bit faster really, but obviously we can't do that because of the cabin pressure. Otherwise everyone will just implode. And we can't really have people imploding now, can we? No, we cannot. So it's looking like we're going to get to 10,000 feet fairly late of the runway. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go onto our heading bug and change it around so we do some circles and then descend that way. Let's just get our, where are we? So landing lights are on. Yep, cool. What speed are we going? Going quite fast here. Let's go a bit faster, shall we? Let's get down there. Okay, so 10,000 feet. We want to fly all the way around this heading so we can lower ourselves. God, look at that. It's crazy, isn't it? Imagine if aliens ever came to Earth. They'd just look down and be like, what the hell have they done with the place? Like they're like obsessed with squares and rectangles. What is this? Some kind of bizarre patchwork. I think we're mental. Well, to be fair, we probably are a bit mental, aren't we? Actually, to be honest. Okay, so we're going to turn our head and all the way wrap round to there. We don't want to. We don't want to go. No, 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 no. We want to carry on going round to the right. So we'll leave it here, so we don't get too confused. How's our fuel looking? Oh, actually not that bad. Fuel's looking alright. By the looks of things. Yeah, we've got plenty of fuel. Got here a lot quicker than I thought we would. I'm just sorry about that we overshot the mark. But hopefully it was nice to watch. Hopefully we went through some nice clouds on the way there. And we'll speed it all up, of course, so it gets to that point really quick. And then this bit isn't too sort of distressing for anybody. In fact, let's speed it up now so you've got a bit of time to fast forward it, because this descent's going to take forever. Well, 7 minutes in fact. So let's speed that up. Okay guys, looks like we're reaching our altitude of around 2,000 feet. Let's have a look. So yep, we're at 5,600, 5,500. Good thing about this GPS is you've got this little green line here that indicates when it suspects you will arrive at your target altitude, which is pretty cool, pretty handy. Again, I'm really sorry that we overstepped the mark. Mental really, but hey ho. There you go, these things happen, right? These things happen. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. So let's just get our heading onto the runway, which is that purple line there. It's lined up perfectly, I think. Maybe not actually. Probably about that. In fact, let's go a bit more further over this way, because I know we've got to be 29. It's runway 29 is where we're headed. So we need to angle ourselves at a bit of a better angle than what we're doing. Oh, look at that. Isn't it beautiful, this aircraft? Oh, it's so stunning. So cool. So sick. Okay, so we're coming around to there. The runway should be over here somewhere. So what we're going to do is we're just going to angle ourselves again. Take some speed off. Right, that is... So we need to be over here a bit more. Maybe a bit... Let's go down that way a sec. And then... Okay, so just past 4,000 feet. We're heading just towards the line that we need to be on. That line is actually, if I just show you this screen a second, see here, look, this purple line is the runway heading that we need to be on. So we're just going to come towards there, and then we're going to do a little bank angle so we're on the right heading. What I'll do is I'll just switch that. Where am I? Back over to this so you can see. Okay, so we'll cross that head in a moment. as we come down. That beep is telling us we've got another 1,000 feet until we reach our target altitude. Let's bring that altitude down to 1,500. There we go, so we're going to go down a bit further down that way, and then when we turn onto our heading bug, we're going to just come over this way a bit, so we've got a bit of distance, and then slow ourselves down a bit more. What speed are we on? About 150 knots. Okay, that's cool. And now we're going to turn into the bank angle. Just do our barometric pressure there just to make sure we're at the right altitude. Go a bit more, bit more. So we're just here, I would say. And then there. Okay, maybe a bit more to the left. There we are. Okay, we should pick up the our own little makeshift glide slope, which unfortunately you can't see at the moment. If I just close this one for you so you can have a look. There we are. So that's our glide slope there that we're headed for. And then we want to just turn that around now. Just slowly, not mentally, just a bit slowly. Let's not go too crazy. Turn again. Right, okay. Should now be able to see the runway. There it is. Right, cool. Flaps down. Landing gear down. How far away are we? Not too far. Let's see, where is that runway? It's a bit cheating, I know, but hey ho. We do these cheats in life sometimes. Okay, so it's slightly over to the left of us. Okay, so let's take off the autopilot and let's find out where we need to go. So I'm just going to sit up. So I've got a bit of a better angle. Oh! Don't want to do that. It's because I've got that forward, isn't it? Let's just move that over. There we go. Right, here we are. Right. That's annoying. It's made it really awkward. There we go. It's better. There. Cool. Where is it? Where is that runway? It's definitely not there, is it? It's around here somewhere. We gotta find the runway so we can land the plane. Oh yeah, motherfucking yeah. Right, it should be dead ahead of us. I can't see it. Slightly more to the right. Oh, what's that in the distance? What is this? Is that the runway? Okay, so the river flows up like that. We're going to be crossing over the river. Let's follow the river, because we're obviously going to be going over the river, and we're going to see the runway when we go over the river, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Now I see some lights flashing in the distance. Is that the airport? Surely that's not the airport all the way over there, is it? Surely not. No, it can't be. that it there? That could very well be it, couldn't it? Or is that it there? No, that's not it. There is definitely a river that we're supposed to be flying over. Right about now. But I can't see where the river is. There's a lake to our right. No signs of a river. Definitely on the right trajectory here. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on in terms of where the bloody hell that runway is. Now, OnAir Company, there's a selection where you can select that all runways have lights. So this runway should have lights. It's a bit frustrating that there's this flashy thing in the distance. That can't be it, surely. That can't be the runway all the way over there. Oh, do you know what? It might very well be, mightn't it? Let's keep ourselves level. Let's trim ourselves out a bit. Oh, that's not the sort of trim I was looking for. I was looking for better trim than that. I used the Velocity 1 yoke and throttle quadrant. It's pretty good. The trim's alright. There's been a lot of things online saying about how stiff it is, the yoke, but I've always found it to be pretty good. It's not caused me too much problems really when I've been using it. Right, where are we? Where on earth is this runway? We are literally pointing our noses right at it and we can't see it. Oh, Mr. Runway, where are you? Hey, Mr. Runway. Oh, what is that over there? Is that the runway there? There's no lights. That's never the runway, surely. That looks like a road. Where on earth is this bloody runway? Is that it? That's it there, isn't it? Oh, that's it there. No, it's not. That's a road. Oh, this is really frustrating. Well, there's the river. Okay, there's the river. We're about to go over the river. Cool. So that is the river we have just passed over. Right. So if we just passed over the river, the runway should be ahead of us. On a bearing of 129. Let's put our autopilot back on a second. Okay, so it's given us the heading over here for some reason. It's taking us in this direction. You know what? That flashy light? That bloody flashy light is the runway, isn't it? And in actual fact, we're way more further away from it than we think. Okay. Well, there you go. Let's just adjust our adjusted our altitude so we hold it at that. We're going at a reasonable speed. That's the runway, which it looks like it is. It's bloody miles away. 1 second, let's have a quick look at our GPS. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. So according to this, we are literally over the river right now. Oh, we are. There we go. There's the river. Boom. Okay, that's the river. Yep, those flashy lights are the runway. I definitely need to play this simulator a bit more often because I'm not quite getting the hang of it in terms of where things are. Right, heading. To 90. We are definitely heading towards the runway. Here, we just zoom in. Crossing a major road. Yep. The runway is there. That's definitely the runway, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's point ourselves over to the left a bit, just so we can level ourselves out. What a fantastic feature this is, that you can autopilot level, straighten level, and literally just control the plane using the heading bug. Well, the heading bug is actually the direction of which you're heading. The heading knob that I've got here on my flight deck is just so sick. I could just do this, I could just go da 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 over to the left, and then I can then go bump a dump a dump over to the right, and there is the runway. Sweet. Let's bring this bird down, shall we? So we'll go to not nav mode. Ah! Where are we going? We seem to be sinking. Oh, it's because we're going down to 1,000 feet, I think. Yep. So let's go 700 feet per second. Altitude. Let's just bring that down to 600. How are we getting on? I've got fly buzz around my head. Sorry, I keep clapping. Damn flies. Left the bloody window open. Right. Head in. Back around this way. No? Where the hell are you going? Should be going that way. Yeah, we're at 500 feet. Cool. Oh, shit. Right, I'm going to take control because it looks like we are going all over the place here. Okay, cool. So we've got our takeoff flaps down. We're currently at just over 100 knots, or about 110 knots. Our landing speed should be about 90 knots. So we just want to be just below that 100 knot point. What we'll do is we'll come in at this speed. We'll slow ourselves down a little bit. Propeller prop is going at maximum at the moment. We're going to burn that down just to get a bit of stability. How are we looking outside? It's going to be some guy's farm. Cool. Okay, here we go. Coming into land. Like a goddamn pilot who knows his stuff. Right. Here we go. So we are throttling down. Throttle down first. So you've got the throttle right down. Our speed is feathering off quite a bit there. Do we need landing? Yeah, I think we probably do need our landing flaps in a sec. Oh, speed's all over the place. Let's just give ourselves a bit of extra speed a minute, because we seem to be going off a bit there. Woo! There we go. Right. Now we can just turn our speed down. Okay, come on, Rob. Get a nice angle for this landing. Come on, let's get a lovely landing. We don't want to float for too long. Okay, there we go. Coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down.
Landing time lost.
Bingo! That was a nice landing. And no stutters either, which was good. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's get parked up. And let's not go on the grass this time, no. My partner's uncle, Michael, who's a captain for Emirates, found it rather hilarious that I went on the grass last time. So Michael, if you're watching, I'm going to do my best not to go on the grass. Here we go, follow this taxiway. Whoop. Yeah, alright. We'll just stop after this. Let's pop our parking brakes on here. So we can just turn our landing lights off, put our taxi lights on. We'll push our flaps all the way up to the top. We'll just go and meet that guy over there, shall we? Go back down. There we go. We'll face the runway. This is a very generic looking airport by the looks of things. I adjusted my graphics so that so we wouldn't get so much stutters, and I think it's worked. But obviously at the cost of the airport textures don't look as good, which is a shame. But to be fair, who do we care? That guy's gonna get killed. Oh well. Boom. He's now dead. Oh, hey up. Nice. That means cut off. Alright, I will cut off the engine. Let's just go through that. So, up to the top here, pull the crash lever down, turn this, let's turn our starter off, ignition off, lights off, all our gyro systems off. Come down to here, electronics have all been turned off. Let's turn the prop off, and then cut off the engine.
Engine off time log. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
It has indeed. So let's see how we did. So let's just pop the OnAir screen up. Okay, so cool. The landing was smooth. Minus 170 feet per minute landing. We got a bit of a green landing G-force. Was 1.10. Our landing speed was 86 knots. We could have done that a lot slower. But as you could probably see, we were getting a lot of stall warnings, which are never good. But hey ho, there you go. So yeah, let's have a look, see what's going on there then. So we've got level 7. Great, we've arrived here. We flew from Montpellier Airport to Klisa. We were airborne at 10:58, and we touched down at 2:33. Nice. Let's have a look at the flight record. So yeah, so we flew across, took off, picked up our flight plan, flew across here, top of the Mediterranean, past Marseille, over Saint-Tropez and Saint-Maxime, all the way across this bit. We turned, took a left turn in over this island here, which I think Corti. It's not Corti, is it? It's I'm sure it's Serenini, something. Oh. Problem with dyslexia is you can't pronounce words. You end up sounding like an absolute spaz. So yeah, anyway, took a left here, went up across to Genoa, took a right, started headed sort of like a northeasterly angle over the French and Italian Alps, where they kind of merge. Probably the Italian Alps actually. Yep. All the way across there, over this bit here. This was great. We had a lovely time here, didn't we? Oh, that was nice. And then we flew right over the airport because I didn't realise that we'd gone. I realised my mistake at Nova Sad. We took a northeasterly angle, came around, did loads of loops down, loads of loops down. Then we came back here. We started to slow. So this is our speed. If you look here, I think it's our speed, or it might be our altitude. I'm not too sure. Oh no, it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's our altitude. Yeah, it's our altitude. Yeah. So it might be speed. I don't know. Maybe a mixture of the two. Anyway, come back down here. Flew around, and we landed on runway 29, and then parked up. Perfect. All in all, pretty good flight. Let's go home. Let's see what's going on. Back to the company dashboard. So yes, we've got no planes in flight at the moment. They've all landed. See how we're getting on with those. So at the moment, these two rented aircraft. Yep, they're at DNSO. Got EGSC, EHAM, Kilo Papa Delta Tango. We're at LDOS and EGHQ, which is our one of our sort of legs of our flights. That's down in Newquay. So yeah, good stuff. Well, we shall see you guys on the next one, I hope. Let's just go outside and see how we're looking. Oh yeah, it's a lovely day here in Croatia. Let's see what we're going. Let's go get ourselves checked into the hotel. Yeah, nice. See you guys on the next one. I've been your pilot, Rob, and welcome again to Osijek Airways. We hope you enjoyed your flight. We'll see you on the next time. Alright.